This is biomass. What is biomass? Biomass is when organic materials are used for fuel and energy production. Organic materials consisting of things such as wood, crops, waste, and other organic materials are burnt in order to make these fuels. Results of burning. The process of burning biomass results in the release of carbon dioxide, which is uncommon in other alternative energy sources such as solar and wind power. Even though it releases carbon, it is considered a carbon neutral fuel due to the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle means that while the crop grows, it will absorb the CO2 and release it into the atmosphere. Waste to energy. Power plants that use this type of energy generate energy like any coal-fired plant, except it uses the biomass to power instead of such things as coal. This kind of energy production reduces the amount of landfill waste by 60 to 90%. Using biomass energy. Fermentation. Fermenting different organic materials can result in different types of fuels, such as ethanol. Yeast ferments the starch of corn to produce this well-known alcohol fuel. The corn is ground into a flour before it is fermented. This kind of ethanol making is called dry milling, while wet milling is known as compounds such as starch, protein, fiber, etc. that are separated from the corn, turning some into ethanol. Fun fact, more than 80% of ethanol plants are dry mills due to lower capital costs. Burning. By burning biomass materials, we can produce steam for electricity or provide heat to homes and other buildings. Bacterial decay. This type of energy is produced by bacteria eating decaying minerals. When these bacteria eat, they produce methane, a main ingredient in natural gas. Many landfills are capturing and using the methane produced by the garbage. Conversion. Converting biomass happens in a few different ways, chemically and using heat. Using these two methods, biomass can be made into a gas or liquid fuel. Here are some facts. 14% of the world's total energy requirements and 4% of the U.S. energy requirements is already fulfilled by biomass. Biomass has greater benefits than fossil fuels, such as it is renewable. Chemically, biomass is made of complex polymers of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. It also contains small amounts of nitrogen and inorganic materials. To produce biomass products is a labor-intensive process that would employ many people who live in rural areas because that is where a lot of biomass materials are found. There's something called biogas, which is like natural gas, and it can be used for anything natural gas is used for. We can make more biomass in a shorter amount of time because it is energy renewable. Biomass could be made in 4 different forms: solid biomass, biogas, biofuel, and surprisingly, diesel. Biopower means to generate electricity or steam using biomass. Biopower system technologies include direct firing, co-firing, gasification, pyrolysis, and anaerobic digestion.